All I'm seeing are car posts.
Come on!
Come on. Come on.
Our Friday show coming up here in just a second. This portion show brought to you in part by Get Fit Nutrition. It's where Colleen buys all her shakes and her meal replacements and all their teas and all her stuff in Maumee. Check them out. Also, Twice But Nice retail shop. It's where she buys all the baby's clothes. We don't buy firsthand. We ain't the Kardashians. We buy secondhand around here, and they're just as nice. DMX Lawn and Landscape. They do our lawn, so make sure you check. It's like
Yeah, you just admitted to lawn
Why I
service, by the
find
way.
that funny. Yeah, let's just start.
And now, our feature presentation.
This is
Anybody else wondering where Colleen is?
What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to Friday, April 17th, 2020.
And friends.
The year of our Lord. Come on! Welcome everybody to the show. We've got a power-packed Friday night with a big panel. We've got, let me see, in the upper right-hand corner next to me. This side of me. That's Chris Tiefel right there. Sugar Vermont over there. Let's go.
I look pretty.
This way, Denny Crumb over there. Hi. And then right down here is Jake Dickey. And then over here is producer Holly.
Yeah, the moment.
That is tricky to do. Find out where you guys are. And here's the thing: I don't even know if it's the same for everyone watching. I just know it's.
No.
I don't know if it's not. It's not the same view for everybody.
Somebody's looking at Sugar going, Chris is the ugliest man ever.
Oh God!
Here you go, Andrew. This is the order.
What's it? Let's see. What is it? So it's the same, no? I don't know. I want to know if when I pointed to the right person. I don't even know.
I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it.
Yeah,
Good,
looks like it.
Good. All right, let's do this. It's Friday. I know it doesn't feel like Friday night because every night feels like a Friday or Saturday or whatever day you pick. But let's try to keep it fun and frolicky today. Let's go fun and frolicky. Dude. I'm telling you because I could bitch about the administration. I won't even say his name. The administration. All day long, but I just
I feel like that's how we should always refer to him, as the administration.
it's just not the
Yeah, I feel like that gives them too much power.
right.
It's actually true.
What do they call them in the Hunger Games? The Capitol?
Yes.
That's what he's going to call them from now on.
Always,
The administration.
we can always talk about the Capitol, but you know what? We just don't. Just not today. Not today. Not today.
I agree. Let's have some fun.
Hold on, Satan. Not today, Satan. You're not going to get me today, Satan.
It goes, not today, Satan.
Exactly. Jesus. All right. So who wants to jump in first? I know that Jake, you've been complaining before we got on the air the whole time about your.
I feel like a fat piece of shit right now, and you can edit that out later. But that's how I feel.
Okay.
I've done nothing today but eat all of the worst food in my cupboard, and I'm starting to feel the 15.
The freshman 15,
The quarantine 15.
That quarantine 15, baby. I am actually feeling it, and I think I'm showing it a little bit. I think I'm growing tits.
Let me ask you.
He's coming for your job, Sugar.
Do not come for my gig, mister.
By the way, I will. If you guys want to see these tits for $20, hey,
Who would do that on Zoom?
It's been tested.
Who would do that on Zoom? I remember there was a time when I went away for my vacation. When I went to where Tom Noe is getting out of.
Your state paid vacation?
Yes, I stayed paid vacation. When I went to prison.
it's a staycation.
When I went to the prison, I was in there 30 weeks, 4 or 5, 20 weeks. I think it was 20 weeks, 18, 20 weeks, something like that. I was in there. And that's how they do it there. It's by weeks. So anyway, Colleen, because there's this thing where you can do a video chat like once a week, or I think it was a couple times a week maybe, or whatever. And she actually did flash me once.
No.
You're going to be in so much trouble.
But then she got a letter from the warden or
Oh!
whatever. Yeah, like they monitor all those things, and they said if you do that one more time, then I won't be allowed on the video phone, and she won't ever be allowed to visit. So
Oh, shit.
that was
Oh, really? Come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah, dude,
Over
that
some
was-
boobs?
that was a
That's the worst.
one-time thing.
Party poopers.
And here's the thing: that is, speaking prison in general, like me, I would call all day long, every day. I don't even know how much the phone bill was, but I would just talk to somebody all day, every day. But there's some people in there that would never talk to their family, and they say that part of the rehab, part of your time is supposed to be to continue your connection to the outside, so it's not as hard to get out. It's not as hard to assimilate. What is he? What are you showing, Jake? I can't see anything. Oh,
Listen, die your boobs. I can't read that.
listen,
I don't want to die without seeing your boobs.
Well, all right, let's do this.
No, not yet. We just started, Sugar.
Well, here we go.
Save that for Sweeps Week.
Yeah. So they say that they want you to have connection, but then that's the case. There are a lot of people that can't afford the phone calls. Are absolutely ridiculous. It's like $10 for 10 minutes or something like that. So they shouldn't charge for phone calls, or if you can't afford it, they should at least give you a chance. Because there's guys that hadn't talked to their families in months, and that's just it's supposed you're supposed to be in jail, confined to the space. But you shouldn't be cut off from the outside world. And like I said, in their philosophy, it is that you can continue. They want you to continue the bond with the community, and you can't do it for some people because they just can't afford it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Go ahead, Chris Tiefel.
If you didn't want the phone calls to be $1 a minute, then you shouldn't let your girl flash you. They have to have people on there to monitor the call. You're just giving them a reason to keep them there.
Danny, go ahead.
Well, I'm saying that's 100% not their intention is for you to be able to assimilate into society. I mean, I know we're supposed to have. So it is the prison and industrial complex is a real thing. They want you to come back because they're making money off of you.
And that's what's sad. And finally, who knew it would be a Kardashian? But finally, they're showing how corrupt the system is. And especially, I mean, especially for guys that aren't white, So.
America has 5% of the world's population, but we have 25% of the world's prison population.
Crazy. Sugar, go
I
ahead.
mean, you have a lot of bad people.
Colleen said $250 a month for phone calls is what it costs.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Sugar.
Well, I was just going to say that I understand it was easy for you to reassimilate, and you're talking to people on the phone all the time. Yeah. But you just went to day camp, honey. We're talking hardened criminals. I don't think that's going to help. They still going to sell their crack, baby.
Yeah, and there was still drugs in where I was even, but I know. I was in nothing compared to what some of those people had to go through for sure. Holly, go ahead.
One thing I'm real big on is prison reform, and now they're putting these tablets in prison, and everybody gets a free tablet. But to operate it, you have to pay for everything. Yeah. So unlimited music streaming is like $50 a month.
Yeah, and the tablet
and
Tidal costs $10.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right. So anyway, what else going on? Oh, speaking of Jake, you said you ate all kinds of junk was today because you felt like crap with the crap that you ate. Was today more a depressed day, or was it just you were just feeling out of control?
Just bored, baby.
Yeah, bored.
Nothing else to do, and I went grocery shopping yesterday, so I have a cupboard full of crap.
Yeah.
So I was just grabbing stuff and I don't have to go grocery shopping for another week. I ate a bowl of chili with a grilled ham and cheese sandwich and Fritos and Twinkies. Dude, you name it. I did it today.
I love eating a Twink.
Real quick, we're going back. We're going.
It's different, Sugar. It's different.
Go ahead, Sugar.
I like to eat both.
I don't know. I don't know how much different it was. It was about this long and full of cream. So
that's the same one I had.
Go ahead, Sugar. What were you gonna say?
As Toledo's preeminent nutritionist, I advise that you combine it all in like a walking taco sort of situation. Like you had chili, you had Fritos.
Yes.
Just really get in there and let yourself go, sweetie.
Put some cheese on it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I got two things. First, I want to button up I want to go back to the prison conversation. I want to come back to Jake's conversation because Colleen reminded me that you have to wear approved clothing in there too, and TV and accessories. She spent over $1,000 on supplies, $250 a month on phone calls. Sweatpants were $22 for the cheapest sweatpants you could get. Emails, each email was $3.
That is
each email was $3.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's
my God, read it.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so that's that. The other thing was, Jake, I'm the same way as you, and I thought this was just a fat person thing because I actually saw research on it. It's 100% true. The way that skinny people process food, why they're not fat, is because when they eat something unhealthy, they're like, oh my God, I'm done for the day. That's it. I can't eat any more unhealthy stuff. That was it. But the way a fat person processes it, and this, like I said, I saw a study on it. I watched it be done. Is you eat a
just
cookie,
goes straight to your hip on the side.
you eat a cookie or a Twinkie or something. As a fat person, you're like, oh, F it. I've already screwed up for the day, so my whole day is just going to go, and I'll start again tomorrow. That's the difference between a skinny person's thinking and a fat person's thinking, and by study. So once I eat one thing bad, if it's in the morning, all day long I'm eating bad, and I figure I'll just start good tomorrow. It's the way people work. Go ahead, Sugar. What were you gonna say?
Well, as Toledo's skinniest preeminent nutritionist, don't laugh that hard, Holly. It wasn't that funny.
You got to just do that all the time.
Perfect.
Tifel does graphics and sound effects for us. So, go ahead. So, what were you gonna say, Sugar?
I don't remember. Just, fuck it up. Let yourself go. Eat a cake. Put chili cheese inside the cake.
There's one F-bomb for the show.
I know.
We have all of this time on our hands. Really go for it. Just let your fupa take over and just relax, baby. Relax.
Calories don't count in quarantine.
Amen.
See, now I feel like a failure because I wanted to use this time to eat right and start exercise. I have all this time, and I just haven't started doing it yet. I mean, I think I would have maybe 2 weeks left, so you still have time to make a habit out of this. So hopefully, once we get back to normal, then we will continue. I'll continue the routine. I mean, that's my plan. But every day
I've been meaning to try to purchase one of those master classes, and and every night I'm like, I should do it. I should do it tonight. And once you just get through it tonight, then I'm like, or I could watch more Ozark. I think I'm gonna watch more Ozark.
I know. It's like we want to better ourselves, and but that separates us from the people that do it. I mean, if everyone did it, then it wouldn't be special. Go ahead, Tifel.
As a species, we usually get this only about once a year, and it's very short-lived whenever we do New Year's resolutions, and then we fail to get through them. So now, at the beginning of this, most people were like, I'm going to use this time to do something better. I'm going to take an online class. I'm going to work out at home. I'm going to eat better.
Yep.
I'm going to do all this stuff. We have these huge goals, and we're all slowly coming to the realization that's going to last a lot longer than normal of just how shitty of people we actually are.
Go ahead, Dickie.
Oh man, today was the day that I gave up on my underwear modeling career, but I started to look forward to the day I model bras for Victoria's Secret.
Oh my God.
Sugar.
Well, listen. First, speaking of underwear, I'm not wearing any, but I have it for the month. I've just been in just floral muumuus, just lounging about the house. I have some spare wizard robes that I just kind of slot on into. It's very comfortable. I recommend muumuus and wizard robes as the thing that you take with you out of quarantine. Let's bring it mainstream.
Yes. Phone number, by the way, if you want to jump in on conversation, I always forget to give the phone number out. It is posted on the post, though, if you're watching the show. But 419-931-6032. You can be anonymous, 419-931-6032. And I think the phone works. We haven't used it. The one time we used it, it was echoey, but I think I fixed that. So, I mean, we won't know unless someone calls. But 419-931-6032. All right, I want to talk about this. So, you guys, everyone knows who Lori Loughlin is, right? She was
Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky.
Yeah, Aunt Becky.
Yeah. Oh, she in jail.
Well,
No, she was in jail for like 19 days.
was she really?
Gay.
No. Felicity Huffman was in jail. Lori Loughlin went to jail?
Oh no, yeah, I got her confused with Felicity Huffman.
Yeah,
I hate her.
Felicity Huffman did her time, and I think she's out. I think she's good. I don't know. I haven't followed the case that closely, but it's the case where all the celebrities and important people gave money to this guy and got him into colleges and the whole college entrance scandal. Well, now Lori Loughlin says that the judge says he is disturbed because she has put up misconduct claims against the people that put her in jail, the prosecutor, the investigators. And it's kind of interesting because the judge says that he is disturbed by defense allegations of misconduct in the case and asked the prosecutors for further briefing. Lori Loughlin's attorneys said that the federal agents had pressured the cooperating witness, admissions consultant Rick Singer. He's the guy that got all these people into the colleges. So he entrapped parents in a criminal conduct. The defense has cited Singer's notes. He had some notes in which he complained that an agent asked him to bend the truth in recorded calls with clients, and he was writing that down in his notes. So the court considers the allegations in Singer's October notes to be serious and disturbing. While government agents are permitted to coach cooperating witnesses during the course of an investigation, they are not permitted to suborn the commission of a crime. So her and her husband are facing bribery, fraud, and money laundering charges for allegedly paying $500,000. How stupid are your kids if you have to pay someone $500,000 to get them into college?
Pretty stupid.
Dude, some of them paid to be on a rowing team that they weren't even on.
I know.
To use it as an extracurricular and get in, yeah.
Didn't they get like a scholarship? They got them like a scholarship with the rowing team.
Yeah.
They'd never rowed in their life. It's so ridiculous. Go ahead, T.
I'm sure they've been on a boat, but like, come on.
Okay, so the thing I don't get about this whole thing is this is basically a victimless crime.
No,
Somebody-
it's not.
No, no.
It is essentially a victimless crime. People
Why
still
is
got next. Did anyone die? Did anyone lose all their life savings? Did anyone?
Doesn't-
But someone
nobody
could
has
have. Someone else could have gotten that scholarship, though.
Go ahead.
And,
T.
Exactly.
Okay, but that doesn't victimize them in any way.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
How does it victimize?
If you
Did
cost,
they still
if
go to
you-
college?
If you cost me my scholarship, if you cost me my spot that I could have had in a prestigious university on that team, yes, 100% that you victimized me.
You're not victimized. Go to another school, get loans, go to school.
Go ahead, Dickie.
You're not victimized. Hey,
Yes,
oh,
you are.
I'm not done. I'm not
Wait,
done.
oh,
I'm not done.
Okay.
Oh, here comes Tiefel's tirade.
I know. I didn't
No,
know.
no, it's not my tirade. But no, the thing I don't like about this whole thing is what you just described. Is he is the guy that was selling this all was being coached by agents to do all this stuff, which means they found the problem, they identified the perpetrator, then they turned him around and had a whole bunch of other crimes perpetrated by that would have never happened had they just taken care of the crime in the first place.
Now that I agree with.
Yeah, that I agree with too. Go ahead, Dickie.
No, I'll give him that one. But my point was going to be like Chris, what if you really wanted to go to a certain university and it cost you in the long run you couldn't get there?
But it's not a victim. It's a shitty thing. I'm not denying that it was a crappy thing to have happened. I'm not denying that I would be upset, but it's not victim.
All right, well,
Go ahead, Sugar.
Yeah, you're mincing words.
Go
though.
ahead, Sugar. You going to say something or not? Holly, go ahead.
Everybody's telling Tiefel to shut up.
Ah,
Actually,
thank you, comment section.
I don't totally agree with Tiefel, but I am going to kind of side with him. Only in the
You
fact
can shut up too, Andrew.
let me at least get my point out. Only in the fact that we have become a society to hate people so badly. And Lori Loughlin has done a lot of great things over her life, and she's helped people, and she's worked with charities, and she's done a lot of great stuff. And it's just amazing how all of a sudden she is the worst criminal human on earth when it comes to the internet. Instead of, hey, I agree, there should be some. I mean, sending her to prison, who's that going to help? I mean,
I agree.
Should there be some sort of a problem? Yeah, but should she lose all her television careers and get fired from all her television stuff? And she's
No.
no, because Aunt Becky's hot.
Exactly.
And how do you get fired from Fuller House? They need the cast.
Sugar Vermont, go ahead.
To me, the thing that this brings up is really class disparity, because you'd like to think that you can get into a college, any college you want, if you try hard enough, if you're smart enough, if you do everything right. But the class disparity here is you can go to the best college in the country if you have $500,000.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Holly, go ahead.
I think that there should be crime or punishments for crimes, but I don't believe in the whole cancel culture.
Exactly. It's just
Oh,
give you that.
cancel culture.
you know, and I was maybe I'm more sensitive to it because I was a victim of it. You know, I became the worst human being in the world for sending someone in to get my stuff and then not paying taxes. Which, I mean, I did my time. But the cancel culture is just like people just don't get second chances, but yet they don't examine themselves. It's so funny. All the shit that they do that they can justify, but but you're so quickly you see it on the internet and to hate somebody. And like this rage hate that just doesn't even make any sense. It's like, where does this come from? Go ahead, Sugar.
Do not get me started on cancel culture. I hate it more than anything. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And so much of it is hypocritical. It's so easy to stand in your holy tower of whatever your life is and try and look at somebody who did one thing and like, oh, this 12-year-old shot a giraffe. I'm so mad.
I know.
Like,
exactly.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm like, well, she shot a giraffe, but you cheated on your wife, so fuck off.
Exactly. No, that's two.
No, and then
Number 2.
Every time.
let me tell you, no. Also, these little homos in Toledo have tried and failed to cancel me like 10 times.
Yeah,
I swear to God, these homos get mad and stay mad. One night I was doing. One night I was doing. I don't even know what song I was doing, but I put on a lot of bronze because I was feeling it. Literally the next thing, keyboard, Sugar did blackface. I was like, no, it's bronzer. I'm still me. White people tan. Cancel this.
Go ahead, Denny Crum.
Well, I was going to say, I agree with you guys to a point. Now, I do feel like there are certain things that people should be able to come back from, but I believe there are certain things that people absolutely should not come back from. Like, Kyle Larson or whatever his name is. He shouldn't come back from that. If you do something racist or you sexually assault somebody or something like that, that's when you need to be gone and don't come back because we don't need you.
I think I agree with you, although I think the categories are a little different for me. For me, it's like murder, incest, pedophilia. That other than that, I think everyone deserves.
Well, pedophilia, I feel like falls into the sexual assault thing that I just said too.
Yeah. Other than that, I think everyone just deserves a second chance. I mean,
but I feel like in your case, Andrew, you deserve a second chance because you didn't really hurt anybody.
And I've apologized like a zillion times.
Yeah, I feel like you learned your lesson and you're ready to contribute back to society. But if you are like if you're a racist or a rapist or something like you don't belong to come. You don't deserve to come back to society.
The funny thing is I've never been in trouble in my entire life until that moment. I'd never been in trouble after that moment. It all was one dumb thing I did, and I apologize for it. I mean, there's really nothing else I could do. Go ahead, Sugar.
Oh, I forgot.
Go ahead, Holly. It's twice.
Been there.
When it comes to the cancel culture, yeah, there's certain people that need to be canceled. But let's make sure it's accurate evidence before we're starting these cancel campaigns.
Yeah. That's another one too. It's like the court doesn't matter anymore. It's once and that's why I think it's so dangerous. These effing prosecutors. I can't stand prosecutors because they won't shut their goddamn mouths and let the court speak. They will try it and they'll talk to any reporter and lay out the case to where if
shouldn't be allowed.
And hold on, if you're the defense. Every defense lawyer will tell you can't say a word. If you're the defendant, you can't say the word because it can be used against you. So you can't say anything. But these prosecutors can be to whoever will talk, and it's horrible. It's the worst thing. But they don't care because it's a political position, and that's what they love to do. Go ahead, Sugar. Sugar. Did you forget again?
I really forgot again. I need to stop raising my hand.
Jesus, how many bombs did you hit today?
Hold on. Anyway,
2.
We got a phone call. Hello.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Damn it.
Well, I'm just an anonymous caller, and I just want to.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Chris had a great point.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
He was awesome. And also
Felicity Huffman is horrible.
Okay. Thank you.
Can we cancel that caller?
Yeah, can we fire him now?
Yeah, Tifo's canceled.
Wow, what a great point that caller had.
I know
that was awesome.
Cancel Tifo.
Go ahead, Jake.
Oh,
go ahead, Denny.
Oh,
that took way too long.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
So I was going to say, like, the whole cancel culture. It got Danny Masterson kicked off of the TV show The Ranch, which was unfounded, and you never heard about it again. They just made a big storm of it, and then he got fired from the show, and then you never heard about it again.
Go ahead, Denny.
And that was it.
Chris Hardwick, who hosts The Talking Dead, he was off of The Talking Dead for like a week or two because there was an allegation that came up about him. It came up that it was false, and he actually got put right back on The Talking Dead. So I'm more than willing to let things play out. But when there's certain, because let me tell you, I loved R. Kelly's music, love it. But when you hear about everything, there's enough evidence to cancel this guy.
Yeah.
Hulk, I alluded to Hulk Hogan earlier this week. I'm the biggest wrestling fan in the world. Grew up watching Hulk Hogan. As soon as that tape came out, hearing that word and how he said it and how he used it, he can go away and never come back. I'm okay with it.
Sugar, go ahead.
This one I remember. Okay. Okay, Jake, what's his name? Masterson?
Danny Masterson.
Danny Masterson. Okay, so all of that, I will tell you, is not fake news, those allegations. It's all tied up with Scientology because he's a big Scientologist.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is evidence after evidence, but because of the Scientology lawyers, the case isn't getting anywhere. But there's tons of evidence he did do it, and they're hiding it because he's a Scientologist.
I'd say he's an average-sized Scientologist.
Is he a known Scientologist? Sugar?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyone else got anything? I got other stuff, but if anyone else has anything they want to bring up, you can bring it up right now. Holly, you got any want to say hi to anyone or any comments or anything?
Well, we can say hi to Mama Judy. We've got Georgia.
Georgia.
Ashley Dickey.
That's my sister.
Hi, Ashley.
Yeah. We've got Valerie.
A lot of Dickies on the show.
I know.
We come out in packs.
Well, and then,
Dickies and packs. You just describe Sugar's dreams.
It's like hot
Right.
dogs. It's like hot dogs, just a bunch of wieners together.
Oh yeah.
You can include Tiefel too. He's a little dicky.
Listen, that sounds like an essential service to me. Oh, I need all the Dickies over here. Come on, Dickie, it's a Dickie party.
All right, this portion of the show brought to you in part by our friends at Lufka All Naturals. Lufka, we love them. They are at the Country Charm Shopping Center in Perrysburg. Go ahead, Jake.
That wasn't me.
Oh, that was it. Who was
Did we check with Lufka to see if they wanted to be associated with that segment?
Memorable lights as well. Memorable lights. And also brought to you in part by our good friends at Glam and Gloss. Colleen's been wearing her lip sense makeup, looking all good. She didn't want to show up tonight. She was looking too good, I guess. I don't know. All right, this is kind of interesting. Buffalo Wild, we were talking about food, or we talk about food a lot, it seems like. Buffalo Wild Wings is selling family packs of 40 wings that will feed your entire house. 20 traditional bone-in and 20 boneless for with your choice of sauces for $34.99. That's
your whole house or one Jake Dickey.
Yeah, I think I would have done that today, like all 40.
It's a light snack for Andrew.
It is a light. Dude, I love wings. Boneless don't do it for me, but I love bone-in, and I don't know why.
You love that. You love that hard bone, don't you?
I don't.
The bone-in.
I don't know why that is though, because it's the same meat. Like, why would I want a bone? Why would I want to? But I don't like.
Do you suck the meat off the bone?
Yeah.
Tiefel, relax.
Don't eat meat, but you sure like the bone. But I love wings. I'm a huge wings fan for sure. Anyway, they're doing them. Did you see this? The PPP, the payroll protection plan, which is basically the loan for businesses that keeps people employed, that ran out of money a couple days ago. A lot. I know one business owner. And I've talked to about 100. I know one that's gotten it out of like 100. But here's the sad part: is I saw an interview with Wolfgang Puck today, who's a famous chef, and he was saying that did you know the restaurant industry is the second largest employer in the country? Second largest employer, and they got 11% of the payroll protection monies. A lot of it went to bigger companies and $1 million here and $1 million there. And the money that did go to restaurants was chain restaurants. The local small restaurants really got screwed in this deal, and it's so sad, especially for this town. We love local restaurants, and they really got screwed. Go ahead, Jake.
And they love me.
Let me just give a shout out to my employer, Benchmark.
Yes.
And this Saturday they're doing a 32-ounce porterhouse dinner for two. You get a salad. And a bottle of wine for $100.
That's tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Question.
Call in to an order tomorrow, or you can call. I guess tomorrow at this point.
Yeah.
Call in 32 on Porterhouse.
So just to be clear, just to be clear, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
No, I have a question about this. Now, I'm eating for 2 genders, so does that count as a 2-person portion?
It's a 32-ounce piece of beef. I'm sure you can handle it.
Yeah, I need it inside me. You're right, Daddy. When you right, you right.
Go ahead, Denny.
So you brought up Wolfgang Puck. I just wanted to say his restaurant at the MGM in Vegas had the best spaghetti and meatballs I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh my God, I'm getting hungry.
No, me too.
I'm telling you, I had it. The first time I went there, and it's one of the places I always go back to just to get those spaghetti and meatballs.
Was it super expensive? Because I don't think I've ever gone to. Oh, I think I went to one celebrity chef restaurant, and it was I think it was the Hell's Kitchen guy.
Yeah,
in Vegas.
Yep.
And,
I went to that one. Gordon Ramsay's.
Well, go ahead, Tifa. What?
I was gonna say I went to Wolfgang Puck's out in California back in 2001. At this point, he had a whole sushi area in the middle, like a whole bar. It was like its own little restaurant on its own. I spent like $200 there first time I ever had sushi. It's good stuff. Dude went through everything with me. It was super awesome.
Sugar, go ahead.
I just need to say, you guys need to stop talking about Vegas because buffets are not open right now, and I just can't take it anymore.
I know, Denny. Go ahead.
Make your own buffet.
I've been to a lot of the celebrity chef restaurants out in Vegas. I've been to a couple Guy Fieri's. There's a Guy Fieri Mexican restaurant at the Rio. Really? It has the best carne asada I've ever had. He has a
stop it! I'm so hungry.
I know.
He has like a bar and grill at the Link, and he has this mac and cheeseburger with his donkey sauce.
Oh my God,
so good.
I'm
missing Vegas. I was supposed to go last week, so.
I was not hungry when we started the show either. I wasn't even hungry, and now
I am starving. Now I am starving.
I know.
I'm wasting away before your eyes.
Locally, I just had Deets barbecue for the first time tonight, and
really,
that's good.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Did you have the mac? Did you have the mac and cheese?
Yes, I did. It was
Did you add barbecue sauce to it?
No,
oh my
God! One at a time, everybody.
We ordered from Grubhub, so we just kind of got what they gave us, but the mac and cheese was delicious. And I got the big pig sandwich, so it was like ham and bacon and pulled pork and barbecue sauce all on it. Oh, it was so good.
Talk about
what about the 6-pound nacho challenge?
Talk about food, and everyone can't even keep their minds straight. Go ahead, Sugar.
No, if y'all don't shut up about food, I am leaving this call. I am going downstairs and I'm opening my refrigerator. I swear to God, don't play with me.
Okay, Sugar.
Lose your largest.
Okay, Sugar. We'll change topics.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I got a good one.
Celery.
I got a good one for you. Amy Schumer.
Oh God.
She's a comedian.
Yeah,
comedian.
She's not attractive.
I thought we said no food.
We don't want to be bitchy and shame people around here. I like Amy Schumer. She's funny. But she is not afraid to admit when she changes her mind. The Trainwreck star mentioned on her podcast, Amy Schumer Presents, 3 Girls, 1 Keith on Tuesday, that she's altered her baby boy's name. Schumer and her husband Chris Fisher introduced little Gene Attell, Attell, in honor of their friend Dave Attell shortly after his birth on May 5th, 2019. Attell called the baby, taking his name in honor. Well, then Schumer changed her mind. Do you guys know that Gene, our baby's name, is officially changed, she said on our podcast. It's now Gene David Fisher. It was Gene Attell Fisher, but we realized that
Genital.
That we by accident named our son Genital.
Stupid bitch.
Stop. So luckily it all turned out okay. Attell, Schumer's fellow comedian, completely understood. So now the kid's name is not Genital anymore. It's Gene David Fisher. Go ahead, Denny.
Genital.
It reminds me, Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, has a really funny special on it was Comedy Central, and he talked about how his Twitter handle used to be Don Glover, but on Twitter it looked like Don Glover. So he had to change it to Donald Glover.
I love it. So I don't know names that the celebrities now. What was Apple and all these other names? Celebrities like to go out there with names West and what Northwest, right?
Yeah.
Didn't want to get him or her name wrong. Is that even a him or her? don't even know.
North is a girl.
Okay. Oh, is North one and then West is a different kid?
No.
North?
Northwest it's Northwest. Kanye's is Kanye's first daughter.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a feminine name. Come on, Andrew.
They call her
Southwest is his
Nori.
boy and also an airline.
Exactly. I don't know. All right, Holly, you got any comments over there? Oh, what happened? Did we lose somebody?
Mama Judy said she'll adopt Sugar. And Ashley Dickey said to tell Sugar to check out Dickey's Barbecue if she wants some extra Dickey.
Okay. You guys don't own that, do you, Jake? Dickey's Barbecue in Perry?
No, but I did go to a Dickey's one time when I was on the road doing comedy, and there was a little bit of a story on the wall, like how they got founded, and it was pretty much like two uncles got in a fist fight, and I was like, dude, I think we own this place.
The barbecue in this town, I'd say it's either Dietz or Dickey's is very good as well. There are a lot of good barbecue places, actually.
The City Barbecue is really good,
How
too.
do we get back to food again? I can't. I can't.
Because Sugar left, so we know she's going to get food.
Did she leave?
She went to Dickey's.
She gone.
She gone. She'll be back.
She wasn't playing around. She needed
a snack. She'll be back after she gets her snack. She's coming back. Let's see if she got her snack.
Oh, here she comes.
Sugar, you get your snack?
Oh my God! I'm gonna throw this computer out the window. But
Why?
yes, I got a snack.
All right, what's the matter?
It kicked me off. It was like, oh, I don't have internet, and I was like, you're stupid. I just got so mad.
I like how you came at that with like a 13-year-old argument.
You're stupid.
Stupid.
You're stupid.
Stupid. Why are you so stupid?
All right.
Rosie Perez.
All right, so we were talking about celebrity names, and I think our celebrity baby names, and I think I just found the worst one in existence.
Okay.
Child of Frank Zappa, named Moon Unit.
That's not the worst. That's the best.
Go ahead, Jake.
Jason Lee has a kid named Pilot Inspector.
A Spectre just is awesome.
No, his full name is Pilot Inspector.
Inspector.
Oh my god.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Pilot Inspector. That's crazy.
Oh my god, and it's with a K. It's Inspector with a K.
That's way you know it's fancy.
INSPECEKTOR? Oh my gosh.
It's Pilot Inspector.
Inspector.
All right. What else is going on? Anyone else got anything that they want to
I
add?
got something I found pretty funny.
What's
it's
that?
coronavirus related and pretty funny.
Okay.
So the Chinese government came out today and they revised their death toll numbers from the virus up. And in the same press conference, they defended themselves, saying that there was never any cover-up because the Chinese government doesn't allow cover-ups.
Yes. Oh my God. Listen.
Go ahead, Sugar.
No, you know I love conspiracy theories, and I've stayed off of this one other than to say China's lying. But China's big lying, not like a little. And you have seen now pop up once or twice on CNN articles and trusted news sources that top intelligence officials are saying there is a strong possibility that this could have been a Chinese manufactured virus that they accidentally got out. Not saying China tried to kill the world, but that they created the virus in a lab. Somebody caught it from the lab, and then it went everywhere.
Which I've stayed away from that one but I am seeing some mainstream outlets now kind of start to.
They're only talking about it because they're running out of other things.
This might be true, though. But so here's the thing, though. It's still, whether it was in the lab or it was at this market, they say it's still, the market was ground zero for it, though, because there were so many. That's where all the outbreaks started. So I don't know. It could be a lab thing. I mean, I have no idea. And then who's going to know? China, they lie about everything. We don't know. The government, anyway. I don't know about Chinese people don't lie. I'm not saying that. But the government definitely lies. I trust them as much as I trust the Russian government.
Or the administration.
Yeah, but his lies are fun and obvious.
Are they fun?
I love them. I love watching.
They're
Trump.
definitely obvious.
Yeah,
I guess fun is a relative term.
right. Holly, go ahead.
Steve said, Sugar, you'll have to look at your box again. And
What?
but he'll look at
there
her box
she's-
again.
Okay. Steve Wolf, because he fixed your computer, and so he needs to come look at your.
Okay, wait. Sorry. No, my internet just messed up again. What did he say?
Wolfman wants your box.
He wants to
Oh, all right. Anytime. Come on over.
Pretty much.
My
And-
box is open for business, baby.
What else, Holly?
Brittany says that she agrees with Sugar's theory too.
About the what?
Thank you.
About the Chinese government?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody said to check out Shorty's barbecue.
Oh, Shorty's. Yeah, Shorty's is good too.
And we're back to food.
Shorty's ain't bad.
I'm just reporting what the people have to say.
I will leave the show again. Apparently,
See,
I'm the only one who ate today.
Yeah, well, no. See, I'm sitting here both employed and full because I had spaghetti before air.
Bastard.
I carved up.
Every time he has to throw in that he's the employed one. Every time. All right, we got to
Every time.
He sounds like the sucker to me because, like I said, I'm still getting paid really good. So
Right. I'm still getting paid, baby. I'm getting my checks.
Now let me ask you,
Freeloaders.
Sugar. We have a special guest. Do you want to introduce this person? Because they never.
Sure.
Yeah. Who are we talking to right now?
We are going to talk to Jamie Thompson. He owns the Carriage House Antiques in Perrysburg. He has a storefront downtown Perrysburg. And they also do estate sales and stuff. But we've been talking a lot back and forth about how he's handled this as a business and other local estate sale places that I don't actually know their name because I'm not into that stuff.
Right.
But other ones have stayed open and are still doing estate sales, which is when people come in and gather into a house.
What?
So, he knows about it, but yep.
No, so Jamie Thompson, we're waiting for his audio to connect. Jamie, hello, how are you doing?
I'm there.
Yeah, we
Yes.
got you. So what's the name? What's the name of your company?
The Carriage House Antiques.
That's right. Sure did say that. So
That's
there
the
are
parent company.
So there are other people still holding estate sales. Now you are honoring the stay-at-home order. And I'm guessing estate sales aren't an essential business, right?
Oh, correct. No, by far, estate sales are non-essential. But there was a lot of gray area. I'm a big proponent of all business before the understanding of what was essential versus non-essential. That all business was essential,
Right.
without a doubt.
Right.
And there were still, even after the Acton DeWine order was in place, even a week after, there were still 200 and 300 person gatherings at private estate sales happening in the Toledo area. And all of the, what they had to do was cut the advertising at the knees. And so that was able to abolish all of those from happening.
Wow, and they say, and I don't know for sure, but I mean, if not the worst, Lucas County has one of the highest outbreaks of coronavirus.
Since we're so close to Detroit
in the entire state. Yeah, exactly. Jake, go ahead.
So, Jamie, how mad are you at Mike DeWine for making everyone stay home? Because I feel like if we didn't, the estate sales would go up a lot more.
Too soon.
That's true, Jamie. That's true.
No, I like it. It's funny.
You should be like, everyone needs to get out there.
Hold on. I've got one quarantini finished. I'm gonna start the.
There you go. Put a pattern. Let's get at her. Here you go. Here's you, sir.
Fair enough. Because I'm prepared. I'm prepared for political questions, but here's my 2 cents on that. I want to survive this, and I want my family and my friends around me to survive this. And the least amount of transportation possible is the key to this. So I was ready. I was ready to be. I like to be told what to do. It's really horrible.
Jamie, well, let me ask you this: Did you apply for any of the small business loans? And if so, have you heard anything?
Sure. So we got cut out of the PP, the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
We got cut out on the timeline, unfortunately, on that one. We did apply for the second one, and that loan status is in process. So we're good to go. We're okay as far as that's concerned. We do have independent contractors that work for us, but I am aware of their well-being. But our contracts went from 7 estate sales down to 2. and now the 2 are up in limbo. So we're basically at 0.
Wow. Danny, go ahead.
Sugar, did you know before tonight that Jamie was a sub?
A sub?
A sub.
Okay, yes, I did. He is also a bossy bottom. He's also a whore. So if you want to find him on Scruff,
Oh, stop.
go ahead. I helped him pick out his profile
It's
picture.
Awake in 419. Thank you.
Sugar, you,
There's my slutty friend.
Sugar,
Yes.
you can't just disparage people like that on.
That's the only
It's
kind of
not
friends
just-
you have, Sugar.
Okay, it's not. First of all, it's not disparaging if it's true, and second of all, I'm helping him. I think he wants more men in Toledo to know that he's a hoe.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're glad
a
we can help
single
on the
hoe.
show.
Yeah, Jamie.
Single.
Jamie, let me ask you. What
Sure.
is the weirdest thing they've ever had you sell at an estate sale?
Oh, the weirdest thing?
Yes.
Oh gosh. We one time sold a medical grade skull. That was pretty weird. We've sold a lot of unusual things. Oh gosh, that's
What is a
I usually-
medical
I usually-
grade skull?
one that's been bleached and actually like it's been documented that the person gave their body to science and like it was in an estate for 60 years and it was a skull.
Well,
It was
Did you
a
know who they
human.
were?
Yeah. Who did you know who the skull was? And
It was an estate in Bowling Green. It was a professor, and yeah, there's a lot of
Like the
loopholes.
skull was a professor.
No,
God damn it!
I usually get asked what was the most expensive thing.
Well, what was
Not
it?
the
How,
most-
how many Macbeth references did you make with the skull before selling it?
How many what?
To be or not to be.
Yeah, how many?
1,000 because I was like a drama major in college. So yeah, I'm holding that
course.
thing. I'm wearing a cloak. The whole 9 yards.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Sugar.
So, Jamie, I happen to know that you have a lot of clients, and they're all amazing, absolutely, and some are very eccentric. So, can you tell us, please, the story about the Russian with the Fabergé egg?
What, the Russian
Oh,
with the Fabergé
Jesus
egg?
Christ.
What?
Yes.
It sounds like a Nancy Drew mystery.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, but you got to understand, I've had a lot of margaritas.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we can tell.
Good.
I'm not sure I'm going to get the story right.
Get it.
Okay, get it right.
Do your best.
Oh God.
Do your best.
Oh,
So I was at an estate, and this woman was really. She was incredibly. Well, I couldn't figure out if she was high or drunk, and she was incredibly. I was flattered. She was attracted to me, and I wasn't to her. And she basically starts going to this Russian persona, and she starts using a voice like this. And she
Natasha?
said, if you don't buy my things, I'll climb you like a Russian bear and throw Fabergé eggs at your face until you beg me for mercy to stop.
And
I'd
wait,
like to know her name.
That's a true story. It happened.
But
true story.
so that wasn't
got
her
them digits?
accent. That wasn't her accent, though.
You
She
got
just
the
made it
digits?
up?
Who said I like them? I don't know who said that.
You got the digits?
Oh God, no! I was like erased, bye, done.
But wait, she wasn't really Russian. She just made up the accent to accost you.
No, she wasn't Russian.
Oh my God, it's funny.
No,
All right,
She was Russian or something.
No, it's great. The shit I deal. Oh God, I can't use that word.
No.
Well,
yeah, you can.
Sorry.
It's
The
okay.
stuff
We've
I
already
deal
broken
with,
the rule.
I go right into people's houses.
Uh-huh.
You never know what you're walking into.
Right.
And so, I mean, that's another reason. I mean, so funny, serious. So serious note, when we open up these homes to the public, it's an open invitation. So
Right.
it's better to just suspend all of these open to the public sales right now.
What
For
is
sure.
what is the most expensive thing that you ever sold, and what was it? How much?
Well, it's actually, I can't disclose the amount. I can tell you how many figures it was.
Okay.
It was enough to buy the house that I'm in and the house next door to me.
Really?
It wasn't in 7 figures, but it was in the mid 6 figures, and it was a painting.
Wow.
Money. There's a lot of money in art, as we
Yeah.
all know. You
Yeah.
know, when you hear records being broken, and there's a lot of things locally here. There's a lot of old automotive money. There's a lot of old West End money, Detroit money. There's a lot of things that are here through generations that come up for sale, and we broker those things, and we've gotten a really good reputation because we're honest. We do due diligence, and we work on commission. So we don't actually buy those things; we sell those things for them.
And do you get a percentage of that? So if it's like if it's like 6-figure deal, do you get a percentage of all the sales, or
Do you not
is it
understand how commission works?
flat rate? You
He just said commission.
Oh, okay.
This is made of Fabergé egg glass.
So you had a commission percentage of $600,000. No wonder you're not worried about any sales right now.
No, I'm worried.
He has expenses, Andrew.
No,
I guess.
yeah.
People are
What's the
gonna,
next question?
People are gonna be dying after this. You'll have plenty of business here in the next few months. Once we open back up, don't worry about it. Well,
Oh, jeez.
Jamie Thompson, you were an absolute delight, and hopefully,
Thanks.
So do you just sit at home all day? What are you doing?
Well, thank you.
Just putting that knife in the back and twisting.
Right?
I'm sitting at home all day for about 12 months. No, I mean, so I actually am working behind the scenes on some existing contracts.
Okay.
That where I'm doing by myself because I don't have any employees that want to work right now, and I don't want them to work right now.
Right.
And I am paying them, however. But I
hiring.
I was just going to ask that.
Wait, babe. If
You already have a job, Tiefel. Shut up.
If you're
I can have two.
If you're paying employees that don't want to do anything, dude, sign me up. Sign Jacob. You got a lot more employees here that don't want to do anything. So
furlough, baby, furlough.
Let us know if you're hiring.
And as as someone who works in a factory, I'm used to getting paid for not doing anything. So.
Oh, here's an interesting.
He's in a factory and union.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Okay, here's an interesting topic. You asked me a good question, Andrew. So I am doing a lot of online work right now, a tremendous amount, and I have noticed that the sales. What's that?
Porn.
Your OnlyFans account?
Oh, you're familiar.
We talk about it a lot.
Why do you think we had you on the show? It wasn't to talk about your estate sales.
I think Denny's. We fleshed out the subscriber in this group, Denny.
Yeah.
Your OnlyFans account? Yeah, I know. I'm there.
Gee, I had 4. I knew 2 were my parents, which was weird. But hey, I got it narrowed down now. Good. That's good.
They support their son.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Somebody's got to. Oh, was that my tooth or an ice cube?
You're wasted, honey.
Hey, look. Jake Dickey's mom watches him on this show every night. So if your mom watches you on your OnlyFans account, then she just supports you.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
No, it's only worse if she wants to give you pointers after.
Please, I can't even hang a mirror for her. She's like, you can do that? You can bend that way?
Go ahead, Jake.
My God, my mom's gonna go. Why aren't you on OnlyFans?
Oh, Mama Judy, please don't.
Spring $99 a month right now.
Mama Judy, please don't Google OnlyFans.
You know what, Mama Judy? Definitely Google OnlyFans, but film yourself while you're doing it.
Oh my God, no!
Ooh, no.
I'm going
I want to
after-
see.
I'm
I want to
going
see the
after
reaction
Georgia now.
video. I want to see
People
the reaction
know.
video.
People
People
know.
was talking about a reaction video, not an actual video of her on
One
OnlyFans.
at a time.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm not a. Come
Damn
on.
it!
Tiefel's just not very good at expressing himself. We know this by now.
He's not articulate.
Jamie, thank you so much.
I know words.
Thank you
best
so
words.
much for talking to us tonight. You were a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Guys, everybody be safe, be good, be safe.
You as well. Thank you, Jamie Thompson.
Fantastic.
Love you. Goodbye.
Jamie Thompson, everybody.
I want to point out an important milestone.
Yes.
This is the first male guest Sugar didn't hit on.
Cause he's like my bestie. I can't.
He was very, very funny, by the
I
way.
know.
He
I liked it.
is.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Denny Crumb.
So that's what I was gonna say, Sugar. We need to get more of your friends on here because
I know.
Okay.
look, every time we've had a gay person on the show, they've been the best guests. Like hilarious, so funny.
Gay people are funny.
Well, so I tell every straight person, if you haven't been to a gay bar or a pride or something like that, it's the best time, man. You guys will have like the gay people, gay culture is the funnest time.
It really is. And here's the thing. Everyone needs a gay person in their life, so you need to adopt one if you don't have one. If you're watching, you need to definitely go to. They have an adoption agency for gay people, but
No, listen.
they really
Do not come and
what? What did you say, Sugar?
do not come and try to adopt me. I have enough messy straight women in my life. Thank you.
But on the other side, it's just they're not judge. Well, they're bitchy, but they're not judgy.
They're bitchy.
They're not judgy of like. It's just everything's cool. Everything. Just have a good time, and you gotta have a gay person in your life. Go ahead, Denny.
And it's like a lot of straight guys that they I feel like they get insecure. They feel like if they go to a gay bar or something like that, they're going to get hit on or something. I mean, and let me tell you, like 99.
I like free drinks.
Of the time, 99.9% of the time that I've ever been hit on, at a gay, club or a pride or whatever. And once I tell them I'm straight, they're like, "Oh, dude, that's cool. Like, that's awesome that you can come here and hang out." And like, they love and respect me that much more. And then we just go back to having a good time and partying, listening to music, talking. Like it's so respectful. I mean, they're so respectful once they find out. And the things, most of them can even tell you're straight. I've had so many people like, "Hey, man, it's a straight guy hanging out here," and I'm like, "You didn't know that?" Like,
go ahead, Tifo.
They're like, "Look how unkempt that beard is."
I mean, you're saying that they're respectful and they're great and everything. They're non-judgmental, but yet you let them buy you a couple of drinks and stuff, and then you wait till they make their move to tell them you're straight, and suddenly judgmental comes out. I'm just saying.
I've never had that problem because I always turn down the drinks because I don't drink.
Go ahead, Sugar.
Listen, I will thank you so much, because most of the Toledo gay scene, everybody is amazing and wonderful, awesome. I will say that I am the exception that proves the rule. Tell me that you're straight, and I will try to suck your dick behind the dumpster. It's already been established.
Sugar.
Challenge accepted.
Listen. This is my gift that I bring to the world. Some people are artists. Some people are scientists. I suck a mean dick.
All right. Tifo, go ahead. Jesus.
Why behind the dumpster, though? Don't you value yourself more than the dumpster?
No.
Go ahead, Holly.
She falls into him a lot.
What's that, Holly?
The way I see it, there's two sides of the gay community. You have the side of the gay community who's always got a conquest to convert a straight person. And then you've got the other side of the gay
bitch.
The other side of the gay community who's like, why am I going to even waste my time? There's not a chance.
Right. Denny, go ahead.
Well, I like to picture a scenario where like the guy's like, "Yeah, Sugar, come on, we can just go to my car," and Sugar's like, "Nope, the dumpster only over here." Yes, sir.
I have silk sheets in my home. Nope, dumpster.
Listen, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, you're right. Third of all, you would be surprised at how often it works. Sugar, obviously, I'm glorious. I look really pretty and shit, but I'm charming. So if I had $1 for every straight Uber driver who I sucked on the way back from the club, I would have $7.
Is that one trip?
My Ubering career. Oh my god, I just had a flashback. When I was young and gay, one of them fucked me behind his back.
Okay, all right. Well, we're not using that word. Come on.
We're just gonna drop this whole section of the show.
I know. Yeah, Glad is gonna write the meanest, bitchiest blog post about us.
I hope so. Those homos.
We don't want the show to be like, "Oh, it's that gay show." Come on, Diddy Crumb, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, a testament to how good, like, a lot of the gaydar is. I mean, there was one time, it was back when I had my mohawk. Everybody probably remembers that. I had my mohawk. I had an Armani shirt on and Armani jeans on and dress shoes. And and I was at Brett's, and there was a really well-known Toledo drag queen who just looked at me and just goes, "Shut up, straight guy." And I was like, like, that is good. Like, that is just good gaydar.
Right?
Yeah, you probably didn't color coordinate correctly.
Holly, go ahead.
Jamie just said Sugar's lying. She'd only have $4.
Harry!
Look at that. Just like a dude now, just inflating your numbers.
No, listen, those numbers are accurate. But I'm about to order an Uber. I don't have anywhere to go, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna try it. Social distance in the Uber, baby.
If anyone's got a final thought, raise your hand right now. I'm about to wrap up for the day. Not your real hand. Your
Oh, all right. Well, hold on. There you go.
All right, go ahead, Jake.
Jesus Christ. So there was a thing that came. Mother. There is a website called Toledo Tip Jar. And ToledoTipJar.com. You can go on there, and if people are registered to it, you can actually tip your favorite bartenders from anywhere. Just give them free money. I'm on there, so if I'm one of your favorite bartenders, please give me all your money.
How much have you been tipped?
I signed up for it yesterday, so it said it might take a day or two. So I
go in there and take the $10 you owe me out.
It's 5.
Oh
wait, no, yeah, you're right. It's 10. It's 10. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Shouldn't that be expanded? I haven't been there yet. ToledoTipJar.com, which is a great idea. Shouldn't that be extended, like performers, musicians, Uber drivers, pretty much anyone?
Yeah, but it's open to like cooks and everyone so far in restaurant. But that's a great idea.
IT professionals.
Oh, shut up, TiVo! You're still working, you jackass. Go ahead, Sugar.
No, I'm going to tell you, the drag queens are hip to it. There's not like a website or anything, but all these bitches on Facebook Live, they will throw on a wig and perform in front of their bathroom. And they're like, here's my Cash App, here's my Venmo. The drag queens know how to try and work out some dollars, okay?
Okay.
Did you see the one that fell asleep on her live the other night?
I heard about it.
Drunk.
She made a ton of money because everybody thought it was hilarious.
Hey, listen, I was drunk one time on the show, but I didn't pass out.
Yeah, you didn't pass out. Right. Yeah, Jake got drunk on the show, but he didn't pass out. Good for you, Jake. All right. Sports the Show brought to you part by New Power Property Services, cleaning and sanitation. Get your clean on before your employees go back to work. All right, let's see. That's it. You guys have a great weekend. For Chris TiVo, hold on, Denny, you're not your turn yet. Chris TiVo, this is my favorite. I like watching what you guys do. Chris TiVo, Denny Crum, Jake Nicky, Sugar Vermont, and our producer Holly. Thank you guys so much for checking us out this week. We'll talk to you on Monday, 9 o'clock. Bye-bye, everybody.
My fucking internet.